Greetings, brothers and sisters. It's another beautiful day to celebrate Africa, and today we are going to celebrate Burkina Faso for something that they did yesterday. Crazy because it's only Rwanda, Gambia, and recently Kenya who have managed to do that. It's a beautiful thing because when we talk about open Africa, open borders, one Africa, this is what we need. This is what we can call the embryo of the United States of Africa.
At its important session held on September 11th in the year 2025, the esteemed Council meticulously reviewed an extensive addendum report to the recently amended finance law, which was specifically establishing the provision of free visas for all nationals originating from various African countries. As a reminder, according to the provisions of Law 001/2024 of February 22nd, 2024, concerning the conditions of entry and residence of foreigners and the exit of nationals and foreigners from Burkina Faso, access to the national territory of Burkina Faso is subject to the presentation of a valid visa, except, of course, for the visa exemption provisions provided for in certain bilateral or community agreements. Today, with this report and in accordance with the pan-Africanist vision of the head of state, Burkina Faso reaffirms its strong commitment to strengthening the historic bonds of brotherhood among African peoples. From now on, with this report, no African national will have to pay any amount to cover visa fees. It is enough to simply submit the application online and be able to obtain this visa free of charge. I want to emphasize here that free of charge does not mean exemption. When we talk about free of charge, it means that applications are still submitted online, the applications are reviewed, and if the application is approved, then any African national who goes through this process will obtain this visa free of charge to come to Burkina Faso. The deeper meaning of this decree lies on two levels. The first level is truly to strengthen the free movement of African people and their goods across the African continent. And secondly, it is to reinforce African integration.
So, the Council of Ministers of Burkina on September 11, 2025, that was yesterday, just introduced free visa for any African nation traveling to Burkina. There was a time, guys, I've been complaining because the only time I've been to Burkina Faso, I paid about $90 to get a visa. $90 is a lot of money for an African. It's actually 50,000, I think 50 or 55,000 safer in the West African currency, or about 10,000, 11,000 Kenyan shillings. That was a lot of money for a visa because wow, the most amount of money that I've ever paid for a visa was about 17,000. And this goes to Nigeria, by the way. It's so expensive going to Nigeria as a Kenyan. You pay $250 for a visa. Another country is Congo. You pay a lot to go to Congo for a visa. But now we complained and our captain has heard us and he has finally said, you know what, to be a pan-Africanist, it's to live the pan-Africanism ideas. No visa to Burkina. So from henceforth, any citizens of Africa, regardless of which country of Africa, wishing to visit Burkina Faso, whether it's Kenya, whether it's Cote d'Ivoire, whether it's South Africa, whether it's Nigeria, Algeria or Nigeria, will not pay a penny for a visa. And this was announced by the Council of Ministers yesterday. That was September 11, 2025, and it's amazing. And at the same time, because this comes with a lot of respect for Burkina, and this is across the world. We saw visa exemption between Burkina Faso and Italy for holders of official passports. And guess what? They started with Italy. So a new era of cooperation is opening in Burkina between Burkina Faso and Italy. And this is marked by an agreement on visa exemption for holders of official passport from both nations. So this was started by Italy, and on August 19, 2025, Italian authorities announced that Burkinabe nationals holding a diplomatic or service passport are now exempt from visa requirements for short stays with a maximum duration of 90 days. And in a sign of reciprocity, respect is attained, it's earned, not just given. The Burkinabe government has swiftly adopted the same measure for Italians holding these same types of document. So this is excellence of diplomatic relations and the trust uniting countries. But remember the Prime Minister of Italy, Giorgia Meloni, she's very much into replacing France. I don't know if it's replacing or she wants to have cooperation, but the good thing is you cannot steal from the AES. Remember Mali and their gold? They have managed to get 62% of their gold refinery when Switzerland and Russia get 38%. So this is a very huge move. This is a beautiful move, one that all Africans can now go to Burkina visa free, and the other one is now Burkinabe citizens holding diplomatic passports can go and live in Italy for 90 days. Respect, this is respect of reciprocity, respect that you now understand what you are and what you want. So it's a beautiful move. We'll be going to Burkina soon. PLO said, that is Professor Lumumba said, he'll be going this October with the Arikana when our brothers and sisters from the US are getting 1,000 citizenships. 1,000 people are getting Burkinabe citizenship from the US. Our brothers and sisters from the diaspora are now becoming African nationals. And when you're an African national, remember you can travel to Kenya visa free, you can travel to Gambia visa free, you can travel to Rwanda visa free, and I think Seychelles. So come home, have fun. Burkina is open. I'll be going there because now this has been a reduction of cost, and that money can be used maybe for 2 days stay, because that's a lot of money. Like $50 is a good hotel, right? So $100 is 2 days. If not that, I can add it to my ticket. If not that, I can go buy food, promote promote the country. It's now cheaper to go to Burkina. Now the only thing remaining is expanding the flight, getting cheaper flights to Burkina, and everybody will be going there because we are proud of our brother Ibrahim Traore. So guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. If you like, support us, we have Pami link in the description and on your screen. We have super chat, super thanks, we have our merchandise and our online market. If you like to support us, link out to us through a WhatsApp number or Telegram. We're there, and we'll be amazed, to be appreciative. We appreciate you. See you in the next video.